Welcome to Warriors Talk with L here on UBM Radio, your station for talk, faith, and music. I am so excited you have chosen to tune in today. It is Motivational Monday, and I want you to stay connected with me on all forms of social media. Facebook / Warriors Talk with Annette, Twitter at Warriors Talk 1, Instagram Warriors Talk 1. You can email me at warriorstalk1@gmail.com. We are live on Facebook as well as Periscope. If you ever miss a live broadcast of the show, don't panic. Go to Spreaker.com, and that's Spreaker.com. Follow me, and I will follow you back. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Warriors Talk with Lady Rochelle, for eyes on the community. And this is me attending different events as it relates to cancer as well as other diseases. And we would also like for you to call. You can call in at 312-754-4333. And we would love to hear from you because our phone lines are working, right? Yes, they are. I got to double check. You just don't. Oh, my goodness. And I would like to just highlight my sponsors. I'm so excited about my sponsors. They are the reason that I am able to go live every single week to give you this important information. I have Emmanuel Church of God in Christ with my pastor Michael Richardson, and we are located at 3058 West Van Buren in Chicago. You can go to our website at www.emmanuelkojic for service information. And at Emmanuel, we are building up on a solid foundation. I also have Allstate with Paula Kelly, and she's located at 297 East Glenwood Lansing Road in Glenwood. You can contact her at 708-758-3300, or you can email her at paulakelly@allstate.com. She is specializing in all of your insurance needs. We have Candace Lucas with Rid Alert, and that's RID Alert. She's located at 5660 West Madison in Chicago. You can go to ridalert.com, and she is an online and in-store solution for all of your quality pest control needs. We have Gloria Dotson with Mary Kay. She is catering to you from head to toe. You can contact her at www.marykay.com/GDOTSON. And again, thank you to all of my sponsors. I really appreciate you allowing me to be able to go and give this important information about diseases, allowing survivors to give their testimonies, as well as resources to keep you informed. This show is dedicated to kidney cancer. This is Kidney Cancer Awareness Month, and we just want you to keep everyone that has been touched by kidney cancer in your prayers. Last week on the show, I highlighted one of the top 3 deadliest cancers, with breast cancer being number 3, colon cancer being number 2, and lung cancer being number 1. Our topic was colon cancer, preventable, treatable, and beatable. Colon cancer and rectal cancer is often linked together because they have similar features. And according to the American Cancer Society, 1 in 21 males and 1 in 23 females will be diagnosed with colon cancer in their lifetime. The age to start screening is 50, but if you have a family history of cancer, then you know that you should be starting 10 years earlier, talking to your doctor about screening. And the good thing about colon cancer is it has a 90% survival rate, and it is one of the rare cancers that can be cured in stage 4. So start talking to your doctor today about what screening is best for you. Our healing verse of the day is coming from Psalms 55:22. Give your burdens to the Lord, and He will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall. Amen. And we know that God wants us to cast our cares on Him. Often we try to bear our burdens on our own, even when we say we are trusting in God. Trust in the same strength that sustains you to carry your cares also. So let me introduce my special guest for today. I'm so excited because we have been trying to get together and do this show. I think it's been a year now. That was the last time that myself and my co-host, Rizal Gilmore, was on her show. And we have just been trying to get together and and you know, sometimes God does things in his own timing. And so I'm really excited that God is allowing these two different mentors to come together to bring you some vital information that is going to be healing for your soul. My guest is the host of Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette. Mind, Body, and Soul is a unique radio show that was created as a connection between psychology and the Bible spiritual realm to help many hurting across our nation. Always caring for people and having a genuine concern for the well-being of others, she takes time out to be that listening ear and give advice or counsel when asked. Having a desire to understand the mentality of mankind is what propelled her into the area of psychology, because she always states everything starts in the mind. With a determination to return to school, she was finally able to walk across the stage at Trinity Christian College, June 2013, for her Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Her ultimate goal is to become an LPC, licensed professional counselor, upon completion of graduate school. Mind, Body, and Soul aired its first live show November 27, 2013 via the terrestrial radio station WGBX AM 1570 and is currently airing weekly Wednesdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on intellectualradio.com. Mind, Body, and Soul will celebrate 4 years of existence in November of this year. Woohoo! She is a member of Abounding Life Church of God in Christ in Posen, Illinois. The late Pastor James R. Adams, founder, and current Pastor Milford Cartwright. And she has been saved and running for the Lord for over 25 years. Welcome to Warriors Talk, the phenomenal Annette Harris.
Oh, wow, that's such a beautiful introduction. Thank you.
Very fitting. Very fitting.
How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, you look good.
Oh, so do you.
You
all should see her. I'm sorry, that's not my show. You all should see. She looks gorgeous.
She looks gorgeous. Like I said, I'm really excited because we have been trying to just bring this together.
Yes.
And when you're trying to do stuff in your own time, and sometimes it doesn't work, because God has his own plans. And so I'm just glad that God gets the glory out of everything. He gets the glory out of everything. And this particular show, I really want to make sure that it had everything to do with him. And I just ask that he remove me out of the way, and everything that's heard, everything that you respond to, that you get something that's going to be healing for your soul, because there's a lot of people hurting out there today. And this is a much needed topic. It's a dialogue.
Yes.
And so just bringing this topic to light, starting a dialogue on it, I think is very much needed.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree with that. I did want to say first, but thank you. Thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it. And it's actually kind of interesting to be on the other side. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, but it's kind of good, though. I agree. Well,
not today.
Uh-oh. I guess y'all said it. But seriously, thank you, though, for
You're
this
welcome.
time in this space. And I can't believe it's been a year since I had
It's
you.
been a year. It was
so long.
March. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
It was March.
Time waits for no one.
It does not.
Wow.
It
Okay.
doesn't. So we're going to be talking about coping with mental residue after an illness. And so I just want to point out two key words, mental and residue.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, mental is of or relating to the mind, specifically of or relating to the total emotional and intellectual response of an individual to eternal reality.
Mm-hmm.
Residue is something that remains a part of, that's taken, separated, or designated, or after completion of a process.
Yes. Those good. Those definitions.
I listened to a clip talk about residue. I'm sorry, he was supposed to play the clip once I got done. Good help is hard to find.
So fun. Yeah, I want that
Throw
way
it
at
out,
night.
Girl, I'm hot. It's hot in here. Hey, Shirley. Thank you, Shirley. Hey, Danielle. Hi, Norris. Hi, Amy. Oh, I'm so excited you guys are watching. If you're still watching, can you please share this video? Share this video, please. so someone else can get this important
Yeah,
information.
we'll leave it over.
Okay. I'll pass out.
I know. I'm
She
telling you,
pick me up off
I'm
the
sweating. I'm about to
floor.
take off this jacket. They're gonna be like, she naked up in there.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, okay, you guys. So we listen to a clip right now, and so just hold on. The clip is not gonna last that long. Hey, Sister Paula. That's my Allstate lady. That's one of my sponsors, you guys. Hey, James. Contact Sister Paula, you guys, for Allstate. Paula Kelly at allstate.com. You won't be disappointed. Okay. Oh, James, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to... I can't sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, James. So we're listening to this clip. It should be over in like less than 30 seconds, I think. Oh, thank you, Shirley. That's nice. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hold on, you guys. We're listening to a clip. That's the only thing I hate about Facebook Live is y'all can't hear the clip. So you have just... Oh, God. How long is this clip? Hold on.
That's so funny.
How much time do we have? How much time? 1 minute? That's a 3-minute clip.
She talks slow, though. She talks slow.
Oh, my God. I know you won't hear the clip, but he would have to bring his speaker in here. I think next time I'll get him to bring his speaker in here so y'all can hear it. But it's like 90 degrees in here. You got. I'm about to take this jacket off. What?
Hey, Sheila.
Yeah, I'm just hot. I'm not having a hot flash. It's
I
hot.
didn't ignore you guys. I was trying to listen to the clip. Hi, Michelle. Randy. Good to see you guys. Cousin Kitty.
Am I good to go? All right. We just listened to a clip by Joan London. She's a journalist and former host of ABC's Good Morning America. She's also a breast cancer survivor, and she was talking about the mental residue upon completion of treatment and how she felt like she was just pushed off of a cliff. It's one thing to be going through treatments, going to doctor's appointments, and you're busy, thinking about getting well. Then once treatment is done, it's almost like you're 18 and your parents are pushing you out of the house.
Wow.
Yes. So when you look at it like that, in that reality, it's a scary thing, especially if you don't have a plan. Mm-hmm. And when you're fighting, whether it's from cancer, a heart attack, stroke, any type of major event that's life-altering, you're going to have some mental residue behind it. And everybody's level is different, so you got to find out what works for you and what type of help that you need to seek.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So again, our topic is coping with mental residue after an illness, and we know, Annette, like in the African American community, seeking assistance for mental health, it's taboo. I think people are getting away from it. I think we kind of like removing that stereotype, but you still have people that's telling you, "Girl, just pray." Girl, wait on God.
Right.
You'll get over it.
Yeah.
This too shall pass. And then what's happening? All the seasons have passed and they are still suffering from mental illness. So what do you think, how can we get past this roadblock?
So get past the roadblock, because you know what, actually when you presented this topic, a couple of things ran through my mind. Were we referring to the mental residue after finding out your diagnosis of an illness, or after, like in the clip, after she was done with the treatment? But regardless of whether it was either of those, pretty much everything that we talk about today would still relate to both of those situations, because it's still after the fact. That was kind of mind-blowing, that particular clip that you did, or you had played, because it's something. I wrote down this little quote here, and it relates to that clip. That clip. Mental residue is equal to the residue of a confused mind.
I like that.
And it's like, I haven't been through, anything major, in my body, and I've been listening to you and then a lot of your past guests and everything, but I can only imagine how that is, to deal with. You say you have to deal with the illness, and then after the fact, dealing with this residue, this confusion, so to speak. Because it almost sounds like Joan, she just didn't know like which way to go or what to do, or it's like, okay, bam, you're done, And there are so many things that I think we can do to get beyond it. As I was researching, and I had so many different clips to refer to, so many different articles to refer to, and one of the main things I thought about, I'm sure you've heard of the 5 stages of grief and loss.
Yes.
That can definitely be related to this situation as well.
Oh, definitely.
And I actually found an article about 5 stages of illness, and what the stages, the things that we go through, an individual may go through as they are dealing with this particular situation. So denial is one of them. Anger,
yes.
Fear. Then they have some other ones in here: hope and acceptance. And that there are so many feelings that you can deal with while going through. Now, some people may not go through all of them. Some people may stay stuck in some of them. But it's like, you just go to a wide range of emotions, and it's like, okay, what do I do with all of this? And I don't know at what point you want me to go into maybe trying to help them to get through. Do you want me to go to that now?
Well, you know what? Just listening to your list, I'm thinking about one that wasn't mentioned, and that's guilt.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big thing, especially if you are done with your treatment and you survive it, and then you see other people going through it that maybe did not survive it. You kind of feel guilty.
Interesting.
So you're dealing with that guilt as well, because I can relate that to me having cancer, surviving, my father having cancer after me and passing away.
Okay.
You feel guilty, like, why me? Like, what I do different? And I didn't do anything different. I'm only God. So I didn't do anything different than what he did. It was just God's grace on my life. God, he just wasn't finished with me yet.
Yes. And that's what you look at too.
Yes.
So, I don't know, just to encourage some individuals who may, because that's an excellent point. I hadn't even thought of that. Probably because I've never been, been through that, but that's an excellent point, talking about the guilt, because now on the flip side of that, this is what I've experienced. My mom being diagnosed with cancer in, I believe it was 98. It was towards the end of 98. She passed the following year in April. It was so aggressive, we didn't even know, what she was dealing with. Now, mind you, I'm reminded of different testimonies of different ones that've gotten up in church. one of the women, I call her kind of like my, my play mom or whatever. Her daughter and I were very close. I remember her testimony down through the years of how God had delivered her from cancer. Oh, I will be transparent and say, wait a minute. Mom didn't even last a year after she was diagnosed. And you're going on like 40 years.
Yes, you do see that.
Yeah, and so I guess that's the flip side of what you were, because I, wasn't the one stricken with the illness, but I'm wondering, okay, how did she get through the gate and my mom didn't? You know what I mean?
Yes.
To stay here, so that's something in and of itself to actually deal with. So yeah, I would agree. Good guilt needs to be definitely placed in that bracket as well. I don't know where you want to go.
Well, I was just thinking, and then you hear people say, oh, just have a positive attitude. If you just keep a positive attitude, girl, you gonna make it through. Like, a positive attitude is really a cure-all. I mean, you can have a positive attitude and you can still be fighting.
Yeah.
And your body is not cooperating with this fight.
Right.
So I want it to have a realistic picture.
Yes.
Of, even though you can be fighting, giving it all you got, trusting in God, having faith, doing everything that you're supposed to do.
Yes.
It's within His will.
Definitely.
And we don't know what His will is.
Okay.
We don't know. All we can do is just pray, God, heal me. If it's within your will, heal me.
Yes.
And then you go from there.
Right.
I get kind of upset when people try to make it seem like they did something really special to be on the other side of the virus ship, because you didn't.
Right.
It had nothing to do with you.
That's right.
Yes, attitude is important.
That's right.
Yes, following your doctor's orders is important.
Yes.
Eating right, exercising, all of that. All of that is important. But at the end of the day, it's in God's hands.
That's right. That's His grace and mercy.
Yes.
Now, there are some things that, you mentioned about some people say, well, just believe God or just pray about it. Yeah, we're not knocking that, but you definitely have to look at the flip side, which is, of course, what, mind, body, and soul will do is to look at the maybe I should say the whole picture. Because you don't want people to leave out, like you said, with an unrealistic, outlook. There are some things that you're going to have to do as well.
Yes.
You can't just say, I always say, even, talking about mental illness, you can't just say, oh, they'll be okay or whatever, or they're just crazy, and you keep sweeping it up on the rug because it's going to get bigger and bigger. So there are some things here. I don't know if I list out these steps for coping with a chronic illness, so to speak. I pulled up this article, and we can attribute this to Harvard Health Publications. It actually states that there was a poll that was done and a survey called Chronic Care in America. So this was, something they wanted to do to try and find out different helpful strategies, in dealing with chronic condition. And this can be whether you are dealing with it yourself or you're dealing with a family member that has this. So I think this is good information for both ends. It says, number one here, get a prescription for information. So the more you know about your condition, the better equipped you'll be to understand what's happening and why. And, I know a lot of people will, I'll hop on the internet, try to find out myself. You know what they call it over here? The Wild West of health information.
I believe it.
But it says, direct questions to your doctor or your nurse. If you want to do that, you do that. Now, if your doctor doesn't give in, look up. Because
I agree.
That's not good. You can probably understand that as well. Number two is make your doctor a partner in care. So take responsibility for care and don't leave everything to your doctor. And they talked about some things that you can do on your own. Home monitoring, things that you can do, and then also make sure you're watching your body and what's going on. Yes. And if you see if there's an issue, then you need to contact your doctor. You be your advocate at that point.
And to be honest about what's going on, what symptoms you have, because a lot of times we're not even honest with our doctors, and if they don't know what symptoms you're having, they can't help you.
That's right.
So write the symptoms down while you're having them.
That's right.
Take a list.
That's right. And I often kind of chuckle at this. Well, doctors are practicing medicine, so they're not going to understand what that particular medication is going to do to an individual unless you tell them, okay, well, this made me twitch, or this makes me dizzy, So they need to know all that. So that's good. You can be transparent, be honest about what's happening with your body. Let's see. Number 3 here says build a team.
Yes, important support system. That's right. The medical team as well as your support family and friends.
Yes, I agree with that. Number 4, coordinate your care. So you can probably attest it. I mean, I know you can attest to all of these.
Yes, the good thing about when I went through breast cancer, I had a nurse navigator. Okay. So I really didn't have to worry. She took that away from me. So I didn't have to make any appointments because you tend to forget. Okay. Even if you have somebody helping you write down stuff, you tend to forget. Or you that don't even want to go back because they don't want to find out what's going on. So she scheduled everything. Wow. Got referrals, everything. And it took that away from me so I wouldn't have to worry about that stress.
No, that's great. I love that. I have a girlfriend of mine who was dealing with breast cancer. She's a survivor now. She was mentioning to me about she has a girlfriend. She makes sure that she's going to the doctor. I know when you're so I think she's scheduled for something. She's like, "Oh, you're going." So that's I think the next one is make a healthy investment in yourself.
Yes.
Yes. So they say if you stop smoking, lose weight, exercise more, and shift to healthier eating habits.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's good. I think we do anyway. Regardless of whether we've been diagnosed or not.
Yes.
So if you're doing these lifestyle changes, maybe you include your family in
It's easier because you, instead of just cooking healthy for you cook healthy for the whole family. Yes. And then you're preserving their life and putting the right nutrients in their bodies.
I agree. And then if you have a spouse or, a loved one, I think it's very admirable of them to do it with you.
Yes.
It's like, okay, I have this, and that's another form of support as well.
That is very important, and not everybody has that.
Yeah, I agree. And it's kind of sad sometimes because you don't know what people have to go back home to do. Right. So, it's good to have somebody in your corner for sure.
But sometimes you don't know you're going to have that until you go through something.
Testing waters.
Woo.
Yeah, I know you were with that
yes,
too, right?
I am.
I've heard your story.
I don't go backwards.
That's right. You move forward.
Yes.
You learn and then you do better. Manage your medications.
Oh, yes.
Remembering to take them, knowing about the drugs you're taking, and then talking with your doctor or nurse about them. I think that it's very important for us to make sure we know what's going on and what's going into our bodies, is what I want to say. A lot of times if I'm, being prescribed something, for, something minor or whatever, I'll either look up on the internet, but the main thing I would do, I'm doing before I put that pill in my mouth, I'm praying.
Yes.
Because number one, I don't really like taking medicine anyway. But I don't care what it is, whether it's an Advil, I'm praying over that because I, want it to do what it's supposed to do for my body. I don't want to have any kind of adverse, reaction or effects on me. Exactly. Next, it has beware of depression. Now, here's kind of, this is my baby here. This is, it's very important that you have to, guard against that.
We're going to hold depression off until we come from break.
Okay, that's
because depression is it's a complicated subject because we make it complicated.
Yeah.
We make it complicated. And because so many times we try to handle things on our own. And we was already instructed to cast our cares and our battles on God because He cares for us. Yes. And at this fight, I don't going to listen to your battles. The battle is not yours.
Ooh, that's
okay.
Awesome.
Yes. Hi, Triana. Hey, Dion. Okay, Shirley said, hey, Giselle. Shirley said, tell Annette hi. Pam Smith, usher at her church, is my sister.
Wait. Oh, really? Tell her hello.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
She's on here. Yes.
Oh,
hey,
right.
Virgie. It's a small world.
Pam is such a sweetheart. Oh, my God.
That's Shirley too, so it must run in the family.
Really? Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's always coming up and just giving somebody.
She said yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we're listening to Yolanda Adams, The Battle Is Not Yours. And then we're going to listen to a couple of commercials, and then we will be back. So if you guys have any questions or anything, make sure you put it on the screen. Put it in the comments below, and make sure that you share this video. Please share this video so that somebody else who may need this information may be able to get it,
That's right.
be healed, and take action with it. So do them a favor.
Girl, I got so many notes here. It's a ridiculous shame. But I need to just see where you're going with it to see. Oh, you did bring me that. What's going on with my tablet?
I don't know if that door is helping us still.
Girl, I'm still hot. And did he open up the window?
Did he open the window?
Mm-hmm. Didn't he? He's cracked.
Are you cool off?
No, we just.
Hold on, you guys.
I cracked the window.
You did? Okay.
I'm almost 50, Curtis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was my wife.
I think it's welcome to me.
Ooh, it is hot in here.
Look, I deal with her private summers too.
And that stuff just started with me.
Wow.
I'm like, can I get to 50? I mean,
Right. I'm not there yet. Don't come.
I'm
I
gonna tell you
just
what my
don't.
wife tell me. Tough it up. You're a man. Tough it up. Okay, you're a woman.
Hey,
tough it up.
Candace Lucas. Yeah, Candace is another one of my sponsors, you guys. You missed it at the beginning, Candace. I talked about Red Alert. I gave them your information. Candace is also a breast cancer survivor who came on and shared her journey. And she's giving back by sponsoring Warriors Talk. So I'm so excited about her. So thank you so much, Candace Lucas. She's with Red Alert. You can go to redalert.com. That's RID. And she's located on Madison, 5660 West Madison in Chicago. And you can go into her. Again, she specializes in in-store and online quality, keyword, quality pest control needs. So make sure you go by and see her. I believe her hours are, is it 8 to 4:30, Candace? I believe it's Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Make sure you tell her that you heard it on Warriors Talk, okay? Oh my God, I'm hot. She said, well, you can let us see that pretty blouse. Okay, I'm hot and I really want to take this off, but oh my goodness. I'm gonna have an afro in. It's a pretty blouse, and it matches my shoes, which my girlfriend gave me.
Oh, I love
I will
that.
show y'all my shoes. Yes, get the message out and fight on. We will do that. Yes. I'm going to show you my blouse, Shirley, because I'm hot. I can't take it off. It's hot in here. It is just burning up. Oh, my goodness. It's burning up. But this is some good information, though. So we're about to go through the commercials. Shirley said, ooh. I'm going to have to show you my shoes, Shirley. Hold on. I'm going to try not to cancel the thing. Hold on. I ain't having no hot flash. It's just hot in here. Annette said she is. Hold on. I'm trying to show her my shoes. Hold on, honey. That was given to me by my girlfriend Jamara. She couldn't fit them. She brought them, and her kids was like, "Not even your style. That's TT Rochelle style." She was like, "Come get your shoes." I was like, "Thank you. I appreciate it."
That's funny.
Did you see the shoes, Henry? I am not having a high.
Look what they did to my friend.
Go. You know what? They so wrong. Yes, Shirley, yes. Call it shoe candy.
Like I can.
Did you have some more on your list? We're gonna talk about depression right when we come back.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, sometimes I have chemo brain. I'd be like, what?
That's
That's another thing. That's residue.
Yeah.
The chemo brain. You get chemo brain to where you could be talking about something, and next thing you know, you just forgot everything that you've been talking. It just blocked. It just
Really?
Yes. And you lose your thought. Thank you, Henry.
Interesting.
Girl, stop the shoe. I know, right? I love these shoes. A 10.
I can't do nothing.
A 10. And my girlfriend, you know, they want her style. She normally wears the flat bottoms, and I wear the stiletto bottoms.
Yeah.
I'm like, give them to me.
Sharp.
So, yes, I
can't
was
say that.
blessed with these.
You better be glad I didn't come home.
Okay, Candace, we're playing your commercial right now. You can't hear it because you're on Facebook Live, but the people who are on urbanbroadcastmedia.com can hear it, and then when they play the speaker back, they can hear it as well. And I did it at the beginning of the show. So thank you so much for being a sponsor of Warriors Talk. Candace Lucas, you guys look her up, redalert.com. Get them bugs out of your house. Get them bugs out of your house. We know y'all got bugs. Come on now, get them out.
She funny, y'all. She funny.
Oh my goodness, I'm hot.
I'm starting to feel the cool.
It's coming from this way.
Maybe both. Yeah.
Next that.
No, they did.
We're gonna all wear our shoes and take pictures. We're gonna have is it time to come? Okay, we're coming back, you guys. Shirley. Yes. Are we ready? And we are back. You are tuned in to Warriors Talk with Lady Rochelle here on UBM Radio, your best station for talk, music, and faith. And we are talking to the incredible, phenomenal host of Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette. I like the way she says it. And we are discussing coping with mental residue after an illness. And we left off with depression. Mm-hmm. Hey, Demetria, you're here. You're here. That's okay. She said, I'm late, but I'm here. You made it. You made it. So you can see, what does she call you? Her cover girl in royalty. We're here. We're here, Queen.
That's right, Queen. We're here.
We left off with depression. So Annette was breaking down depression for us.
Yes. It says, beware of depression. So it says here, dark, dreary moods plague a third or more of people with chronic diseases. We can only imagine why. We can understand why. It says depression keeps you from taking important medications. It's encouraging them to read up on the signs of depression, you know, because sometimes people may be heading in that direction or doing that and don't really realize it. But yeah, this is something that, you know, we definitely have to be aware of, be conscious of, you know, again, whether it's for our own self, our loved ones that are going through this. You know, sometimes it's easier, you know, it's our loved ones that's going through it, for us to see it first sometimes. You know, you love them, they deal with it, and they just don't want to, you know, take anything. I have to keep referring back to when she, you know, after she had been diagnosed and she had been going through and, you know, receiving chemo and everything and dealing with this illness. I will never forget that, you know, we had to move her out of her place, you know, because she couldn't stay on her own, you know, after, you know, so long. And she was living with my sister for a moment. And then I never forget, they had to take her to the hospital, and I don't know if it was after a doctor's appointment or so, but they ended up keeping her. And she was going through, and then I'll never forget, I didn't find this out until later, that the nurse came in and they told her they're going to put her in hospice.
Wow.
They didn't tell us. They told her. We found out later that's what they did.
Wow.
My mom's whole entire demeanor just changed. And so when she came, when they would, you know, send her home, and they were bringing her to my house, and she was coming up the walkway, I can see it all in her face. All I saw was death.
Wow.
That's how everything had changed because of what the nurse had told her. So, you know, it's my understanding, I mean, you really need to be talking to the family or whatever. And I was so angry. And so it was at that point, it was almost like she couldn't come back from that. Not too long after she did pass, I think like a few days after.
Wow.
She ended up passing. And I was just so angry because, why would you tell her that? Why would you let it, this is what you all have come, it came down to that. The situation, her illness had, was so drastic that this is what was going to happen. Talk to us about it.
Yes.
So
wow.
That depression, that took over. It took her over. And it was like, and I don't think at that point I really realized that is what was happening with her. But I mean, I saw the change.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't realize that was in '99, so I really wasn't into all of this like I am now. I always had such a level of invention, so I think a lot of time, it kind of propels you into that area when you start trying to understand what's going on with people and what they're thinking and what they're dealing with, mentally.
Yes.
Now hindsight looking back, that's what she was dealing with.
Well, I think the doctors, the professional medical staff needs training.
Yes.
Needs
sure.
some type of sensitivity training.
Yes.
Because if she's already in this state,
Mm-hmm.
why would you even do anything like that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Discuss it with the family first, and if y'all decide to tell, then y'all tell.
Exactly.
But especially if she was by herself.
Yeah, and she was by herself when they told her.
Wow.
So, and it's almost like she didn't want to talk to anybody. It was hard to get her to eat after that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not how she was before she went in.
Wow.
It wasn't how she was. And, like I say, hindsight, look back, 2020, now I know. That's what it was she was dealing with.
Wow.
So, I agree. The doctors, the professionals,
Yes.
they need sensitivity training. They even talk about that bedside manner.
Yes.
It's not there.
It's not.
So yes, things to be aware of.
Wow.
It's just two more to this.
Go
It's
ahead.
reaching out.
Mm-hmm.
Look for a support group in your area. And we kind of mentioned that earlier. And now this last one. See, this is where the spirituality is going to kick in for me. See, this is planning for end of life decisions. Now, I agree that you need to have stuff set in place.
Anyway.
Life insurance, all of that, and but don't be defeated in your mind.
Right.
Thinking, this is it.
Yes.
And I kind of have I have an issue. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe the way I grew up and was taught spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
I have an issue with just accepting what they diagnosed with. I don't know if anybody else feels that way or whatever. I have an issue with that because I'm like, I know God who sits on the throne, and this is nothing for him.
Right.
Nothing at all. My own pastor, my late pastor, when he was diagnosed, he held on for a long time, and he said he was not going to be defeated. Now, he didn't tell many people what he was dealing with.
Wow.
Because he didn't want all the faith to be talked out of him.
Yes. Oh, wow. People will do it.
He would do it in a minute.
Yes.
My grandpappy on my some side
Who?
had the same thing, and they died from, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, they say the rudest things without even thinking.
Right.
So I totally agree. Sometimes you have to be selective
Right.
in who you tell it to,
Yes.
because you have to process it. Like you mentioned at the beginning, the mental residue after a diagnosis.
Yes.
You do have it.
Yes.
Because you have to process what has just been told to you.
Right.
And then you have to figure out, okay, what am I going to do from there?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to figure out who you're going to tell, because
Right.
you cannot bring everybody into their world.
Yes.
It's going to be some people you're going to shut out.
And you have to shut some people
Mm-hmm.
out because everybody is not on the same level,
Yes.
faith level,
Mhm.
or whatever, and everybody can't handle the same things. I mean, we're all made up differently.
Yes.
You may handle something different than I will, a situation or whatever. And so we can't, you have to be careful. Know who you're dealing with
Mhm.
and know who you can and cannot tell. You just can't do it with everybody. You'll be defeated. Just my thought.
I agree. That was an awesome list. Just thinking about what you said about you saying like God and you refuse to accept what the doctors tell you. When people get to the point to where this is what I don't don't like about when people say, don't accept that diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going through that. Don't take that medicine. Don't do.
Oh,
you,
no.
Okay,
That's too extreme right there.
right. And, and like, you can't. Don't avoid what the doctor said.
Right.
Don't avoid it.
Right.
You know what he said. So now you got to go into your war room, and you got to go on your knees, and you got to talk to God, and you got to hear from him.
Yes.
So you know what your next move is before you start going out doing anything else.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people, and I've heard a lot of people when they get a diagnosis, they just ready to get the cancer out of their body. I want this cancer out of my body right now. I'm just ready to get this cancer out of my body. Hold on. My doctor told me that cancer didn't start overnight.
Well, okay.
It didn't come overnight.
That was good.
It's not about to go away overnight.
Right. That was good advice.
Yeah, take your time and make your decision because this is your life you're dealing with. And a lot of times people will tell you, don't accept that diagnosis. Pray, put some oil on your head.
Right.
Go to the altar. You can do those things.
Yes.
At the end of the day, God created those doctors. God allowed them to create the medicine.
Right.
And he does use them to heal you.
Yes.
He can do it himself.
Yes.
But sometimes he's trying to do something. He's trying to get something and pull it out of you. And he has to get the glory.
That's right.
Because what we do? Girl, I'm healed from cancer. Girl, I'm healed.
Right.
Girl, I don't know about you, but God healed me. I don't know how he's going to heal you. But I had to take all that medicine. We really insensitive.
That's a good point. You're right. And I'm glad you're making a clarification because, I don't want people to think that, when I said that, I don't want people to think that you are going to just totally ignore everything the doctor says. I hear people get up and testify. Oh, they died. They said I have high blood pressure, but I am not taking that medicine. What? Who is God speaking to you, telling you? Some people will say that too.
Yeah.
God told me not to take it anymore. You're going to have to use some wisdom. You have to use wisdom. And again, I'm glad you said that God will use those medical professionals. Now, it may sound like we're talking on both sides of our neck tonight, but but you have to, there has to be a balance.
Yes.
It has to be a balance with that spiritual and that natural. Yes, you're dealing with what they said that you were diagnosed with. You're going to have faith and believe that God is going to heal you, but you need to follow A. If they give you A through Z to follow, then you need to follow A through Z and not kick out G and say, I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
So you have to, and God, and then, one thing my grandmother used to always say, she said, don't be afraid to go to the doctors.
Amen.
Don't be afraid to go get yourself checked out. We need to know what to pray for.
Exactly. Yes.
He put them there for a reason. You're sending your kids to college. You're sending them to school to become doctors and, different things like that. So, God can use them. He can. We don't have to be afraid.
Exactly.
So we just, believing and trusting that God will, work through, and he can do it for whomever and whatever he wants to do, however he wants to do it.
However he wants to do it.
Yeah.
I like that because a lot of times when we're going through, some people will look at you and say, oh, well, what did you do? You must have done something to be suffering like this.
Oh my
what
God.
did you do that God is allowing you to suffer? Christ suffered on that cross.
Right.
They beat him, they whipped him, they nailed him to that cross, they spit on him. Who are we? We're no better than him.
No better than him. No better than him.
And what did he do? He rose in 3 days.
That's what he did.
But he died. He suffered for a purpose.
Yes. Yeah. That's a very good point. For us not to think that we are just above him.
Yes.
That we're not going to go through anything. But I think what happens there, you brought up a good point. I think what happens there, when the mind doesn't know the answer to something, it's going to create an answer.
Oh, yes.
So you go to a doctor and God forbid you get diagnosed with something. You're like, well, how did this happen? What? I've been exercising. I've been running. I've been eating right. How could this happen? So then you think, oh, it must have been what I did back in 1999. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so you're trying to
believe
create the answer. You're trying to find the answer to why is this? And we have to get out of that.
Yes.
At that point, oh God, you got to help me because I don't know why I'm talking like this. But if this was what the Lord is allowing, at that point, then you just have to trust Him. And I know that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
I know it is. I know it is, but
just like Joan Long said, you've been pushed off this cliff, and that's how you really feel with the diagnosis. It's just like hanging out there, and it's he is you. You have faith that at the end that he is going to capture you.
right.
And although he's letting you go through this, you have to find out what's the purpose. God, what is the purpose? Why am I going to do this? What is it that you're trying to bring out in me? What is it that why are you trying to get the glory out of this? Let me see the bigger picture so that through this you can be glorified.
Right.
And we have to, it's hard. I think once you pass and you accept what's going on, then you're able to deal with it, and you're able to deal with it better. You're able to see, I don't want to see it through God's eyes, but you can kind of understand it a little bit. And I can relate it to God showing me as I'm going through my treatment. He showed me outside of my treatment exactly how it's going to look.
Wow.
I saw the short hair. He showed me like in front of this room full of ladies, like I was teaching or something.
Wow.
And I'm like, what is that? I don't even like talking in front of people, so why, But I was like, wow. But once I saw that, I was like, I'm going to make it.
Okay.
I am going to make it.
Okay.
Because he showed me myself. He allowed me to see that.
Right.
So we have to believe and trust in him.
Let me ask you a question on that, though. Did he show you that right away?
No. Oh, no, girl. I was one night I was hollering out, Lord,
Yeah.
where are you?
Yeah.
No, he did not.
Right.
He did not.
I asked that question because I knew he probably didn't.
No.
Sometimes, who was that, Joseph? He saw,
Yes.
he saw the end, but he didn't see the route,
Yes.
to get there. He didn't know he was going to be thrown in the pit,
Exactly.
and all of that, and have to, be in jail, and, he didn't see all of that. He just saw his parents and his siblings, and wow, okay. And then he tells me, I'm just going to go right up here. This is going to be, you have to go through sometimes.
Yes.
So sometimes he's not going to show you right away. But then that's the beauty of trusting God, trusting that he is the God Almighty, and he still, even though this may be hard for you to take, hard pill to swallow, he's still got it in his hands. He's got it all in control.
Yes.
And he is up there just organizing everything.
He is. Demetria said, medical professionals are vessels of God, especially when they are believers. And that's important.
That's very important.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
good. That's good.
Well, Annette, according to it's a not-for-profit Medical Health America, 40 million Americans are dealing with mental illness. But it states that most of the states are underinsured, so people don't even have the insurance to go and try to get help. Like, these are some barriers that are in the way.
Yes. And that angers me, if I can say that. It also angers me, even here in the state of Illinois, about all these mental health facilities that they closed down. Because you think about it, where are the people going to go? Guess where they are? Those are the ones that's pulling the trigger, doing the shooting, doing all the crazy acts and stuff you see in the news. That's where they're going.
Yes.
Because they're not being treated. They're not being helped. Because you all chose these facilities, what you think was going to happen?
I always say if it hasn't hit home for you, then you're not going to worry about it until it hits home for somebody, for one of them. Then that's when they're going to do something about it.
Yeah.
Demetria said, you may have covered this already, but look at the circumstances of our lives. We often allow family dynamics, personal relationships, and health experience to pull us low. We do.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That is true. Annette, give us some words of wisdom to somebody who may be experiencing some mental.
I would like to go to the spiritual aspect. Talk about it a little bit. We talked about the natural, but just some things that you all can keep in mind. Spirit, be real. If you've been diagnosed, if you gotta cry, let it out. Get down and let it out. He does not care about what you're going through, what you're dealing with. And that, to look at even, I believe that was Jairus and St. Luke 8:14. 41, and Hebrews 4:15. It tells us that he cares about us. And not only that he cares, but he is there waiting to help. Psalm 46:1. And then always remember that you're not alone, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, because Christ won't leave you. That's St. John 14:16. And also, we're going to have troubles in this world. Mm-hmm. We will. And you will have peace in Christ, because he's already overcome the world. And that's 16 and 33. And lastly, if we look at everything that we're dealing with and going through and understand the scheme of things, mm-hmm. we wouldn't fret about this natural body. We should be focusing on the spirit in our soul and eternal life. And that's in St. John 10:27 and 28. Amen. So look to Christ.
Look to Christ. But those were some awesome words of wisdom. If you're looking for any information on mental health, you can go to Mental Health America. You can dial 1-800-273-TALK. Annette, thank you so much for for being on the show. I'm glad we was able to get together and make it happen. You are indeed a phenomenal woman, equipped with sagacity, and you left listeners with some life-saving nuggets so they can take action and bring about healing. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Warriors, never be afraid to seek out help. No one needs to suffer in silence or be afraid or ashamed. Do what's necessary to create peace of mind. Yes. And again, cast your cares on him. He's the only one that can leave you in perfect peace. Warriors, remember, keep thriving while thriving. Come to pass out. Hey, Rizal, you finally tuned in. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, Shirley said, thank you, Annette.
Oh, you're welcome, Shirley. Thank you.
Oh, my God. It is hot in here, you guys.
Steaming hot. My thing been
Girl, these things. Oh,
what's she saying over there?
She said, well said. Thank you, Demetria. We appreciate you. You already know that.
Oh, my God.
We appreciate you.
She's so awesome.
She's a sweetie.
Hey, y'all, make sure to tune in Wednesday. She's going to be on Wednesday.
Demetria. Oh, yay.
Finally get her to say something.
I know, right?
Hey, Rochelle. Hey, Eric. Eric, you're supposed to get back with me last week. Yes, I'm busting you out on Facebook Live. Hey, Evangelist Deirdre. Wow. Demetrius, my girl.
Oh, my. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Hey, Yvonne.
Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate you. Did you ever take care of getting in contact with the person? Thank you, Candace. Laughter was my medicine in my darkest gray shadow.
Well, thank you all so much for listening.
Laughter is a really good medicine. Yes, I totally agree, Candace. Totally
Remember,
agree.
every Monday,
Hi,
7
Cheryl.
p.m.
Thank you for
Warriors
tuning
Talk.
in.
This awesome woman of God, Grace, show her again.
Hi, you guys.
She is awesome. I tell you, the Lord's really brought her a long way, and this particular radio show is something that you all really need to tune into, because, some of us, just about everybody has been touched by cancer in some form, way, or fashion, whether it's personally or your family, extended family, whatever. And she has a wealth of information that she gives on Monday evenings, and you would not be disappointed. She's here on Urban Media, and make sure you all tune in. I try to share her vids as much as I can. I'll try to tune in myself, but make sure you do that. So,
Demetria.
she always has a lot in store. Oh, okay. Thank you for tuning in.
Demetria said, pray for her muzzle, for her mouth.
Pray for her muzzle.
Oh, my goodness. This
and I didn't tell you all that
need to be silent.
She is, Rochelle is a cancer survivor, breast cancer survivor, and she is motivating and encouraging so many people. So please make sure you tune into Warrior Talk. She's a warrior. Yay! She's a survivor. Oh, I love that song.
I know, right?
So thank you again, Lady Rochelle.
No, thank you. Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night. You have Periscope up too?
Mm-hmm.
Right, girl. I didn't dig it up.
I like it.
And,
Facebook, I think, is more active than Periscope is, but you tend to get a lot of followers on Periscope.
Really?
Because look at Pastor Hannah, he got so many on Periscope just as well as he does on Facebook. He has
Is
a
that
lot
because
on
of
Periscope.
him though? Because he's very popular.
It could be, but I've noticed on Periscope you have
You get
everybody
a lot
following
of
you.
them?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not just people on your friends list. You have anybody. Yes,
Okay.
anybody. Y'all
Okay.
handling the heat beautifully. These conference calls. Oh, thank you, girl. It's hot though. What Tracy says, she says, laugh, eat. You need to eat laughter. You do. Is that what you're referring to, Tracy?
It's Tracy Kincaid.
Yes, the beautiful
Can I
Tracy
say
Kincaid.
hey, the
Hey,
beautiful Tracy
Annette says hi.
Kincaid.
I have to buy my ticket to her event. Are you going to her event?
When is it?
Is it April,
I
Tracy?
told her to make sure to remind me.
Is it April or May? No, it's April because May 6th is the walk, right, with the butterflies. I think it's
Am
May.
I on her?
I think you
did
are.
she do an invite on that?
When is it, Tracy? I think she did.
Okay.
When is the event? It's
Just
April
remind me.
what?
Thanks, Deidre.
I think it's April. I want to say April 8th.
April 8th.
April 8th. So it's April 8th, and I had such a good time last year. It's a classy event. I mean,
It's in the evening.
It's in the evening. What time? What time, Tracy?
Who else?
I know it's. I think it's a Saturday. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, it is a Saturday. I know
Okay.
somebody else got something going on.
What time is the event, Tracy? It's not at 8 o'clock, is it? Are you telling me 8 o'clock or April 8th? I know it's April 8th, but what time?
let's see.
I'll send 7. 7 o'clock? Okay, I'm confused, Tracy. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Well, let me see.
Oh, it's at 7. It's at 7. And
It's
let
at
me.
7?
Yeah, and I had. Oh my goodness. Last year she had this spread.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just a real classy event. Just it was intimate. It was. Oh, I loved it. I was like, oh,
Wow.
this was nice. Like it just really inspired me when I walked in there. Just wow.
Check that out.
Yes.
What is going on? April 8th is sticking out of my mind for some reason.
So I'm looking forward to it this year, Tracy. I am. I'm looking forward to it because it was awesome.
Where? Do you know where?
Where's the address? I'm gonna post it on my page. I'm gonna post the flyer
I think I got it.
on my Facebook.
I need to go to my events. If she
Yeah.
tagged me, I should.
April 8th. She said 4245 North Knox. I don't even know what that is. You know I'm putting it in the GPS because I don't know what it is. But I will be there.
That's
So
Chicago.
because I had a ball last year. It
I
was
told her I was
awesome.
coming. Maybe that's the April 8th thing I'm thinking about.
Yeah. So I will be buying my ticket this week. Because I do not want to miss out. Because I love Tracy. She's supportive. She's encouraging.
She's very supportive.
Yes, she
Very
is.
much
And
so.
from the day I met her at this, we went to a entrepreneurship seminar, and it was talking about 501(c) because we all trying to get our 501(c). Well, she has hers already.
Yeah.
But and so I met her, and I don't know, it was just something about Tracy, And then I met her again at one of Toys event, Toys with Our Pink Hearts. It was just something about Tracy. She hugged me, and I'm like, what is it? Then I found out she was saved and sanctified. I was like,
And
I know.
Tracy, I'll be sure stopping on that Facebook.
She
be
does
telling
it.
folks
She
about
does
that
it.
stuff.
I love you too, Tracy. It was just something about her that drew me to her, and
Yeah.
I knew what it was afterwards. I kind of knew what it was,
Okay.
and she's a humble person. She
Okay.
is. She is. I love you, Tracy. I love you, Shirley. Hey, Frederick. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, Natalie. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have not already shared the video, please share the video. Make sure you tune in every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Warriors Talk, Urban Broadcast Media, Facebook Live, Periscope. Thank you guys. Enjoy. We about to take us some pictures because we look fabulous.
Okay now, girl. Here we go.
We about to take some
Okay,
pictures.
now
I'm
I'm
gonna post
getting
them in a
ready to
little bit, you guys. All right. So thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.
Eric, I'm still waiting on that.